Into the night, the vanishing of Brandon Swanson. On the moonless night of May 14, 2008, in the vast rural expanses of southwestern Minnesota, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson vanished into darkness, leaving behind only the haunting echo of his final words. Brandon had been celebrating the end of his spring semester at Minnesota West Community and Technical College in Canby. Shortly after midnight, driving his Chevrolet Lumina along unfamiliar country roads, he found himself disoriented in the pitch-black rural landscape. His car slid into a ditch near the boundary between Lyon and Lincoln counties. Stranded but uninjured, Brandon called his parents at approximately 1:54 a.m. He explained his predicament and asked them to pick him up near Lind, Minnesota. His parents dutifully set out into the night to find their son. What followed was a 47-minute phone conversation, marked by growing confusion and dread. Brandon remained on the line while walking toward what he believed was the distant glow of lights from the town of Lind. His parents, following his directions, drove to the location where Brandon thought he was, but found no sign of him or his vehicle. Confusion gave way to frustration as Brandon insisted he could see the town's lights, while his parents found themselves in an entirely different area. The rural darkness played cruel tricks, distances became distorted, and landmarks disappeared into the void between distant farmsteads. Then came the moment that would haunt Brandon's parents forever. At 2:41 a.m., Brandon suddenly exclaimed, "Oh, shit!" followed by absolute silence. The call had ended. His father frantically called back, but Brandon never answered again. When dawn broke, authorities discovered Brandon's abandoned car, 47 miles away from where he had believed himself to be. The vast search that followed involved hundreds of volunteers, tracking dogs, mounted patrols, and aerial surveys covering thousands of acres of remote farmland, drainage ditches, and the winding Yellow Medicine River. Not a single trace of Brandon was ever found. No footprints, no clothing, no blood, no body. Nothing except his empty vehicle, sitting silently in the ditch like a monument to the inexplicable. Law enforcement considered countless theories. Had he fallen into the river in the darkness? Had he encountered someone with malicious intent on those isolated roads? Had he succumbed to the elements in some hidden ravine? Each possibility was investigated, and each led nowhere. Brandon's final exclamation suggests he saw something alarming in his final moments, something that remains unknown. The abrupt disconnection, the complete absence of evidence, and the vast, empty landscape have transformed his disappearance into something more terrifying than a simple missing persons case. Years passed. In 2010, Brandon's Law was enacted in Minnesota, requiring faster response to missing adults cases. But for Brandon's family, the law brought no closure, only the perpetual torment of uncertainty. Somewhere in the darkness of rural Minnesota, the answer to Brandon Swanson's fate lies hidden, a secret kept by the silent fields in the pitiless night that swallowed a young man without leaving a single trace behind.